There's a business model sitting inside the rhythm of your day. Most mothers don't see it because they're looking for something to add. Something external, a plan, a platform, a pivot. But the income model isn't outside the routine. It's encoded in it. Every repeated action, every predictable need, every system you've already built to keep the household stable. These are not just tasks, they are demand signals. And demand signals generate markets. The difference between unpaid domestic labor and a low-cost business is not effort, it's structuring. It's deciding which parts of what you already do can be replicated, packaged, sold, scheduled, delivered, not all of it. Just the repeatable parts. You don't need a business idea. You need to notice what you've already systematized. Then ask, who else needs this? And would they pay to avoid building it themselves? Most mothers dismiss this because the routine feels too simple, too ordinary, too embedded in caregiving to be economic. But simplicity is not the problem, complexity is. The businesses that generate steady revenue, the ones with elaborate launches, they are the ones with embedded demand, recurring need, structural predictability, and the ability to deliver the same result again and again. If you can do something once a week for your household, you can do it once a week for 5 households. If you've solved a problem for your child, you've likely solved it for 20 other parents who don't have the time, or the system, or the clarity. That's not a side hustle. That's a service model. Household routines are already optimized for efficiency. You've cut steps, you've tested products, you've built sequences that work under time pressure. That knowledge has commercial value, because other people are still fumbling through the same learning curve you've already cleared. But most mothers don't monetize it, because they see it as maintenance, not mastery. Here's the economic shift. Maintenance is mastery. If you can maintain something consistently, under variable conditions, with limited resources, you have operational intelligence, and operational intelligence scales. The best low-cost businesses are not built on innovation. They are built on repetition, the ability to deliver a predictable outcome, without reinventing the process each time. That's what your routine already is, a process, and processes can be priced. The mothers who turn routines into revenue are not doing more. They are doing the same thing, for more people, with a price attached, and a delivery structure that doesn't require their constant presence. That's the lever. Presence. You can't sell your time and scale, but you can sell your system, your template, your sequence, your method, and let someone else execute it. Low-cost businesses don't require expensive tools. They require clarity about what you're selling, who needs it, and how it gets delivered, without you rebuilding it from scratch every time. If you've built a meal rotation that works, that's a product. If you've created a cleaning checklist that keeps the house functional with minimal time, that's a template. If you've found a rhythm for managing homework, screen time, and bedtime without daily negotiation, that's a framework. And frameworks sell because most people are not looking for inspiration. They are looking for instruction, a method that removes the guesswork and gives them back their time. That's the economy of the routine. It's not about doing something extraordinary. It's about doing something repeatable and teaching someone else to repeat it. But the business only works if the delivery method is low friction. You can't scale a routine if it requires real-time input, custom responses, or emotional labor every time someone buys. That's where most mothers stop. They want to help. But help doesn't scale. Systems do. The income model is not consulting. It's not coaching. It's not selling your availability. It's selling your structure and letting the structure do the work. A digital checklist, a video walkthrough, a PDF guide, a template with instructions, a recorded process someone can follow without asking you questions. That's what turns a routine into revenue. And it doesn't require a large audience. It requires a small number of people who need exactly what you've already built and are willing to pay to avoid building it themselves. Most mothers undervalue this because they see the output as too niche, too specific, too tied to their own household. But niche is not a weakness, it's targeting. The more specific the routine, the more valuable it is to the person who needs exactly that. A generic productivity guide has no beer urgency. A step-by-step system for managing a homeschool schedule while working from home that has a beer, a clear one, with a specific pain point and a willingness to pay for relief. The business model is not about mass appeal. It's about precision. You are not trying to serve everyone. You are serving the person who is exactly where you were before you built the system, and that person will pay because they don't have the time to figure it out or the energy to test every variable. They just want the answer, and the answer is your routine. But the routine only becomes a business when you stop giving it away and start treating it as intellectual property. As a result, you've engineered that someone else can license or purchase or subscribe to. That shift from helpful to structural, from generous to priced, that's where the income starts. And it doesn't require a rebrand or a new identity or a public-facing persona. It requires a single offer with a clear outcome and a repeatable delivery method. The mothers generating steady revenue from household routines are not influencers. They are operators. They have one system, one method, one framework, and they sell it quietly, consistently, to a small number of people who need it. They are not building empires. They are building income streams. And income streams don't require visibility. They require reliability. If you can deliver the same result to the same type of person with the same process, you have a business. It doesn't matter if it's small or simple or invisible to everyone else. It matters if it generates revenue and replaces hours you would have spent doing something that doesn't. That's the economic recalibration. You are not looking for a new idea. You are monetizing the infrastructure you've already built by letting someone else rent access to it. The routine is the product. The household is the lab. The business is the decision to stop treating your systems as free labor and start treating them as scalable assets. You don't need a course platform. You don't need a mailing list. You don't need a brand. You need one thing someone will pay for and a way to deliver it without rebuilding it every time. That's it. That's the model. The rest is just deciding which routine and who needs it more than you need to keep it to yourself. Disclaimer: this content is for informational and reflective purposes only. It is not financial, legal, or business advice. Any decisions regarding monetization, product creation, or business development should be made with appropriate professional guidance and personal discernment.